Welcome back, or welcome to an episode of Life with Marion and Joe. And today I'm out in the garden. I haven't done a garden video in about 3.5, almost 4 weeks now. We are approaching the end of April, and I wanted to show you where we're at in northern New Jersey here. This is zone 7B, and things are coming along. We've been having a lot of rain, and our temperatures have been fluctuating. We just had frost the past 2 nights, and today it feels really nice. I'm a little bit warm with my jacket on. I'm probably going to be taking this off, and we're supposed to be in the 80s by Monday, but then of course that's not going to last. It'll go back down again. So just wanted to show you where I'm at. I haven't planted anything yet because I'm afraid to plant. I don't want it to be ruined. I haven't even taken all my plants that I keep inside over the winter out yet, because like I said, the last 2 nights I got the frost warning on my phone that there was a possibility of that could damage the plants. So let me show you. I actually came on because the irises are in bloom and they really look pretty, so I'm going to show you that. So just hold on. Okay, so I'm coming up on the pool area, and for those of you that don't know me, you notice that the pool is opened already and there's no lining in it because I am getting a new lining. But take a look at that. Look at the rain we've been having here. I keep pumping that out, and so that's got to come out of there. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. So take a look at these irises that are along here by the house here. These actually started to bloom, I want to say about 5 days ago already, and they're absolutely stunning. The color is beautiful. The leaves are nice and upright. We have a couple that fell over because of the weight of the flower, but take a look at how beautiful these are. Now in this bed, I also have some catmint, which is right there. It dies down over the winter and it's coming back now, and that'll have a beautiful purple flower as well. I don't know what happened here. These are violets. They were across the whole thing. A couple of them died, but I see they're popping up right there again, and a couple of them even look like they got a little burn mark on them, which I don't know how, because we haven't been having much sun at all, but I'll take care of that. I have a bunch of those. For those of you that don't know, that originated from a plant from my grandmother, and I've been propagating it, and it is very aggressive, but I want it to be. I'm spreading it around. I have this euonymus here that's growing up on this trellis right here by the fence, and actually I'm gonna let that grow there. I found that on the side of the house and I planted that, but I'm actually thinking of planting my spaghetti string beans here. I'm not positive yet. That's a little bit out. I have this little spot right here that I can actually grow them in and make a trellis and push them over to that trellis, but I don't know. I keep thinking yes, and then I keep thinking no, so I don't know what I'm going to do. There's a stray iris right there. You can see on the other side of the waterfall, there are more irises as well. Let's take a look over there. Let me take a walk over. So last time you saw me, the hostas, I think, were just beginning to pop up, and look at the tremendous growth they've had over the past couple of days. Like I said, we've had a lot of wet weather, and I think the plants are loving them. I had to cut back into this barberry right here, and that's not dying there. Those are actually new buds coming out. This boxwood is a little bit yellow, and I'm not sure if it's getting a little bit too much water. Anyway, these are looking good too. Here is the Craig myrtle right here, and you can see it's just beginning to bud, and this tree is beautiful. It has all pink flowers on it. I wouldn't advise putting it next to a pool if you are thinking about it, because the flowers do fall into the pool, but I'm not taking it out because I like it. Just one of those things that I have to deal with in my dealings with everything else. Nobody said that gardening is easy, by far. And no matter what, you have plants, they're maintenance. It's maintenance here. My azalea here, which was suffering, and I'm slowly bringing it back. It's taken about 4 years now to get back to this stage, but it is budding and it is going to look absolutely beautiful. And Marianne loves those when they pop up. And this pad right here is going to get a big flower urn eventually when the weather stabilizes. The sedum is looking great. It's spreading along that rock. Coral bells are doing great here. This sedum also over the winter got a very like yellowish burgundy look, but it is greening back up again, and like the other ones, it is spreading. Here, see, here's more of those violets, and I love the way that looks popping out through the rocks. That grew there by itself. I didn't put it there. I'm leaving it because I think it makes it look more natural when you have the greenery, along the rocks right there. Another pad for another urn goes right there. More catmint, which is coming along nicely. I want to say that has doubled in size in the past 3 days. The euonymus vine right here with these purple flowers, they're starting to fade away. They were very much in full bloom not too long ago, and they're still there. They look very pretty. Okay, so let's see what else is going on here in the yard. Look at those irises over there. They're standing up like soldiers. They're kind of nice. I love looking at them when they're so straight like that. It looks absolutely great. I started this with just a couple of plants, and again, these are very aggressive and invasive. So I mean, if I don't like where they are, I just pull them out. But if you're the kind of person who, once something grows, you have this fear of pulling it out, that's not for you. But look how great they look, all standing upright. There's a bunch of birds watching me because we have so many nests in the yard here, and they think I'm going to disturb them. Look at that vinca vine. It grew there by itself, and I'm leaving it. These are tiger lilies with orange flowers, and again, look at the size that they have got. Well, you don't know what they look like before, but I think they've tripled in size in the past couple of days. And my hosta back here, again, very full. Now, hostas are generally for shade, but these are out in the full sun, and they do well. By the end of the summer, they do look tired, but so does everything else. So, I'm enjoying them right now before they get absolutely Jurassic Park big. I put these random blocks in here. If you remember, if you know me, I put that pad in, I want to say a couple of years ago, leading into because I reimagined this whole area, this pad leading into the shed, and then I just had rocks here, and actually I had hostas here. So I took them out because I go back and forth in the shed so much, and I wanted it to look a little bit rusticy looking, so I did a few different kinds of, what I had. I didn't go out and buy anything. I had a few of these, so I just planted them in there, put the rocks around, and I think it gives them gives a nice, entrance and exit for me, and it gives it that homespun look. These hostas that are around this angel fountain right here, which I don't use as a fountain anymore, but I had to cut them in half. They were, last year, they were all the way out to the patio, and I don't want them that big. And it's best to divide them before they grow, because then what happens is they have this weird look, when you divide them after they're growing. I mean, I've done it, but they just have a weird look. And here they are over here. I plopped them down. I didn't even plant them in the ground, and they're growing because I haven't decided where I want to put them. I don't want to put more hostas than I have in the front because I do not want to attract deer, because the deer love hosta. They think, it's like shopping at Home Goods for them or at the fruit market. All right, so let's take a look quickly at the front. All right, so here I am on the side of the house, and I have this like rock garden area going on here. And what my original thought was, as you can see, I have rocks along there, and that was supposed to be like an island. And I have rocks along this side right in here. And this is the white rocks is supposed to represent like water, like the stream coming down here, and the gravel is the land. But I'm getting tired. For those of you who know me, I get tired of things right away. So I'm going to reimagine this whole section. Shh, don't tell Mary Ann, because she goes crazy when I start doing stuff like that. But I'm going to reimagine this whole area. I'm just not happy with the way it looks. I have some ideas of what I'm gonna do. That's a well right back there. I need to refix the top of that well. I'm actually thinking of making a little deck on top of it. I'm not really sure. Look how the lily of the valley is absolutely taking over everything over here, and it's okay. You know, I see a weed over there I have to get. You see it back there? And they're taking over, and actually the way I'm reimagining it, it's going to be okay. I'm going to have to move some more hostas right here. I have to thin these hostas out. I began already, so you can see they're much closer here, and then they grow into each other like these monsters. So I actually separated them out, you can see here, so that they have room to breathe and they look a little bit better. There's another iris right there. There's another iris right there. Okay, so I really don't want to bore you with everything because, I mean, a lot of stuff has not changed from the last time you saw it. I have to cut the lawn. I know it looks a little bit shaggy right now, but like I said, the rain has been absolutely unbelievable. My Japanese maple is in full bloom, and the color, you know, what can I say about that color, is absolutely beautiful. Now this, again, what I did here was I did, like, it's supposed to look like a little stream coming out there, but I'm going to reimagine this a little bit. I'm going to open this area up right in here. As well, I don't have any electrical outlets out here, so what I'm doing is I'm going to bring an electrical wire out into here so that at night I can have some lighting. And as you noticed, I started to put in some irises in here because I like that spiky look. It gives a lot of texture to the area, as well as, you know, the color for as short as it is. Now I planted mint in here that you can see right here because the deer hate that. So I'm hoping that, you know, when they come sniffing around and they smell that mint, look, it grew in here. See, I'm just seeing it right now because, like I told you, it's been popping up. Everything's popping up because of the rain. I might leave it. I'm going to see what I'm going to do with that because the more they smell that, the more they'll stay away. Okay. Very disappointed with my lavender. Look what happened to it. And it's absolutely ridiculous because these little plants were $17 a piece. Look at that one. Very, very little growing. This one, very little. This one, dead. This one, a little bit more. This one, very little. This one, a little bit at the bottom. So I'm going to have to remove all of these. I'm going to plant them somewhere else where I can nurse them back into something, but they can't stay here. It looks absolutely terrible. They got to go. But I don't want to spend $17 a piece again. So I'm trying to think of another option that I can, you know, put in there. My sand cherries, I'm going to trim them out a little bit already because I want to push them down so that the bottom gets full. They tend to get a little bit, they're full on the top, and then the bottom tends to get, you know, empty, and I want to push them down. This spiral juniper is, I don't know, I'm starting to get a little bit upset with them. Oh, did I show you this? I had to cut this. This was looking so sad, and it looks really sad right now. Look what I did. I had to cut this into oblivion right here, but I'm going to give it a chance to see if it comes back, and I'll determine what I'm going to do with it. I'm hoping it's going to pop back out. You know, sometimes when you cut them back like that, they you know, are resilient and they come back. I had to cut this whole section of this giant azalea out, but it is popping up in there. So, you know, it's coming along. I'm losing my patience with things. You know, I just want them to look the way I want them to look, and doesn't always happen, but I'm trying. Okay, everybody, thanks for visiting with me today. I'm glad you stopped by, and I'll be seeing you really soon. Take care. Bye-bye.